Alright, with Marvel Rivals Alpha ending, let's make another video on it. What is up everyone, it's Warhorg, and today I'm gonna talk about Marvel Rivals, because so many people think it's the Overwatch killer and really good competition, especially Samito. Right, okay, so look, let's just get into it, but first, if you look forward to its release, please subscribe and like the video. Before we begin, I also just want to say I didn't get to record the game, because all of the footage is just black screen, so enjoy Overwatch. Alright, so when I first downloaded the game, I was really bad at the game. I mean, I couldn't handle the third person perspective, and I had no idea what was happening, because I didn't know what anyone did in the game. So I didn't really enjoy it too much. The only fun I had was the fact that it was something new. But after playing many games and learning the game and heroes, I started having more and more fun, and the game grew on me, because, well, yeah, I understood what was going on. But still, I really don't think this game is the Overwatch killer, and no game is ever going to be the Overwatch killer. For it to be an alpha, the game feels and looks great. Like, seriously, it's an alpha, and it's just crazy good and fun. So when I'm picking on a lot of things, it could be fixed by the time when the game launches. But let's start with the movement, which it feels good, but heroes that can't fly, double jump or wall climbs feel so silly when you try to get on top of a box, for example. Like it's barely over you, but you can't jump on top of it and there's no mantling. So yeah, I know it's the same in Overwatch, but there are very few places in Overwatch that's like barely above you, like Marvel Rivals. Like comparing it to Paladins, you jump higher when you're into a wall or reach heights. I don't know if it's Paladins or Realm Real or both, but whatever. This is very nitpicky, especially for an alpha. However, the movement was otherwise good. Moving over to heroes, which is rather big, because I don't know what to feel, to be honest. I want to start with the good, because there's a lot of good stuff here. Many heroes have super high skill ceiling, where if you don't miss and do everything correct, you get rewarded for it, and they do this very well in Marvel Rivals. And Overwatch, this has gotten more and more away with them releasing new heroes that requires no skill, like Moira, for example. So the skill expression has gone down a lot on Overwatch, and in Marvel Rivals you have a lot of skill expression, and I like that. For example, Spider-Man and Loki. I'm really glad that it rewards good playstyle heavily, but here comes a complaint. I feel like the game isn't super balanced, obviously, again, it's an alpha, but ults can do so much for a fight, and some heroes get way too much value compared to the effort. Let's start with the ults. They have super high impact, but some ults feel so similar, like you press Q and don't do anything. For example, Scarlet Witch and Spider-Man ults are very similar, and most of the ults aren't super high skilled. Think of Genji ult. You pop Dragon Blade and then you need to actually perform, not just press Q like Reaper. You feel me? Like the ult philosophy could be a little better. Anyways, let's move over to heroes. So, the hero kits feel super fun, because there are so many possibilities, especially on Spider-Man and Venom. Like, so many buttons on things you actually need to learn, and that's nice. But I feel like there's an imbalance, because it really feels like some heroes get so much value compared to the effort when you look at all heroes. For example, Iron Man. I feel like he could just get so much value by just fucking around, while Spider-Man is the 10,000 hours sweaty in the alpha doing every button right in order to get someone low. But I mean, it could be a skill issue, obviously, but I really feel like Hela and Scarlet Witch and Iron Man is way too easy to get value with compared to Spider-Man and Black Panther. At the same time, if you do a small misplay on one of them, you just die. Just kind of like Genji, to be honest. Like Genji and Spider-Man, for example, both of them have like pretty low room for error, you feel me? The room for error is really small, but other than that, it's still really fun. Now, onto the format. 6v6. I love it, it's really fun. But just like Overwatch, there is a problem with roles. Look, I've seen people posting like, oh, Marvel Rivals, it's so much more fun and creative, there's no role lock, it's so fun. But hear me out. You know Overwatch also had no role lock, and it was super creative and fun. And in the beginning, but after some time, you learn the meta, everyone learns the meta, and it won't be fun, because when people find the meta, they will run you down when you don't want to do your boring stuff. You want to do like your fun and creative team comps, right? You feel me? Like, it's all fun and games until people learn the game and meta. And the biggest problem is that no matter what game you play, there will always be a majority of people playing DPS. And I mean, let me just sum up some games. We have Overwatch, World of Warcraft, Smite, and Marvel Rivals. All have a majority that plays DPS and not support and tank. So there's always a big chance that people will just install lock DPS, and there will be super many games where that happens, but it is fixable. I mean, Overwatch is also trying to fix this a bit more, without having to fuck up your queues, so I really hope they can, because although role queue is the best option at the moment, they're looking at fixes that doesn't involve, as I said, fucking up your queue. Now, overall, the game is insanely good to be an alpha, but people are yapping too much. Honestly. Remember people saying Valorant would kill CS, or when Apex could kill Fortnite, or when Realm Royale would pop off but the devs basically just fucking died, or the finals? Just a reminder that just because a game in the same genre comes out doesn't mean it will kill the other. They can, in fact, exist together, and they will. People will play one, get tired, go to the other one, and go back. And I really think Overwatch has a bright future now, looking at the developer interview with, Flats and SVB. Well, tell me what you guys think in the comments, and like while you're at it, and I'll talk to you guys later. Adios.